baby. Hello, 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 baby. Hello, baby. Shiba. Now tuli biwanvu, kubatweyagala tukyalina mu bwavu. Tibalaba tuli bulungi, tutubudde lugendo luwanvu. Wanjigiriza biri musamanya.
Hey, Malolele, Tamas and Tahinas and Wahinas of the internet. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, The Third Watch.
Yes, Tolu for everybody. Hope you've been able to have a great week. We definitely have, and it's been a good ride so far with everything that's been happening. Thanks to everyone that have been responding, reacting, liking, and following the journey so far. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we have a special guest today.
Who's the special guest?
The ocean. The ocean from Moana. Introduce yourself with that blue
And
shirt.
we have the one and only Maui.
Anyway.
Wow.
Family, we love to laugh here. If you don't want to laugh, you're in the wrong podcast.
Oh, yes.
But over here, we have an exciting topic that we've wanted to talk about.
Yes.
And it's something that we all have to deal with, right?
I know. It's something that we have every single day, and whether we like it or not, it's just going to be there for the rest of your life. So, but yeah, today we're going to cover the topic of families. What does a Polynesian family look like? And, you know, I know we have some people that are following us that they may not be Polynesian. So this is your sort of take into the islands of Polynesia and its family. So, Neil, what does your Polynesian family look like?
Oh, they're all pretty much athletes.
So what happened to you?
My former days.
Yeah, what happened?
But I love Polynesian families. They're so beautiful. Because we come from such strong, culture-centered environments, it comes and bleeds out from our family.
Yeah.
So my family itself, I'm of a blend, right? So I'm adopted.
Wow.
Which is different.
Yeah.
In Polynesia, it's pretty...
Well, it's not different. It's common, but it's different, yes.
Yeah, common but different in terms of Western society.
Yeah.
But for us, it's common because we usually have, I think in Māori, they call it whāngai. In Tongan, it's pusiaki. When you give your children to your siblings, right?
Yeah.
Or in essence, a lot of times culturally, your grandparents will usually have their first grandchild, right? I don't know if it's in Samoa, but that's how it is.
It's the same.
But for me, I have 8 siblings, mixture of steps and halves, adopted, but obviously I see all of them as full siblings. So we've been able to enjoy that unique facet of a family. But I think Polynesian family, very simply, full of culture, which means we have a lot of traditions that we hold. Whether we like it or not, there are things that we have to follow.
Yeah.
Respect, humility is a big thing, responsibility and fulfilling responsibilities. But also, it's full of laughter, man. We love to laugh loud. We love to sing, love to play sport.
What happened to you?
My ACL. My ACL's gone, man. I only have my BCL. Anyway, that's a comment. If I would say to have a snippet, we're fun, but we're loving. We love people wherever they are. And no matter how far we may get off the track, right? Our parents always want us to be home.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, for me, growing up, we've always had people around me, whether it be cousins, your siblings. And so I think there's always family around that you see them as, cousins, as sisters and brothers. And I think as Polynesians, we're also known for having so many family, like actually a lot of family members, right?
Yeah. How many siblings do you have?
So I have 10 siblings.
Yeah. So
there's
2 of those are him.
Yeah. So I have a twin brother. So I have a twin brother. But it's actually, there's 10. I have 10 siblings, and we're kind of a blended family as well. So 7 of us are real siblings. One is a half brother, same dad, different mum.
What do you mean by real? Are we fake? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. In Tonga, fake.
Wow.
Look at this. Made in China. Fake.
That flour's fake.
No, this is real flour. I just picked it on the way here. And then I have my younger cousins that we adopted, and then my younger nephew as well. So yeah, we're big family, and man, I love it. I think always have someone to sort of talk to, play with, and you're never bored. You know, you're never out of ideas of what to do, and
you always have someone to hang out with.
Yeah.
But then I think the counter to that is there's not much privacy.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And so one of the questions that we do have is privacy respected enough in Polynesian families?
Hey, I don't see that question.
Oh no, it's there. It's there at the bottom. Is privacy respected enough in Polynesian family?
Dang. Well, it depends on what facet. Like if I take it from family, right? Parents, they don't care about your privacy. Yeah, they're gonna barge into your room regardless. And like when you have big families, and you know, a lot of Polynesian families aren't well off. You're usually sleeping with your brothers, and
you sleep with your brothers. sorry, like together.
What do you mean by that? But like you sleep with your siblings, right? You never have like your own room.
Yeah.
Like if you want your own room, you have to go sleep in the garage or something like that, right? So I don't think, I can't answer for everybody. I feel like generally we don't mind too much about privacy because of grown up already in like a family setting. So to us, we already know that privacy is not a thing. It's not even like something that we think of until we're older as an adult. But by then we're already ready to move on and go out. Yeah. So I think privacy is respected in the way that custom-wise it is. Yeah. Right? But privacy in terms of like your dating life, that's pretty hard, bro. Like, because your dating life...
the question is,
it's so private. It's so private that it doesn't exist.
No. I think for me, so growing up, I really didn't have a room until I was a bit later on in life. Like I'll probably say, man, 18s, 19 or 20. And yeah, growing up, I didn't have a room. I didn't have any privacy, so I was sleeping in the lounge area. So you're in front of everyone else. You're not just the only one sleeping there. You have your family maybe sleeping across from you, next to you. So over time, I think it became a normalcy for me. I didn't have to worry about anything else, and I think that kind of goes into the way that we share a lot of the things that we do have in Polynesia. And I think this is where some of I set the foundation for a lot of the way that we serve, the way that we look at love, the way that we look outwards rather than inwards. Yeah. Not necessarily saying that, just because you have privacy doesn't mean, it's a bad thing. I think it's a great thing that I've experienced coming from the islands, having never had any privacy to now having my own privacy. Yeah. I found myself a little bit more looking inwards rather than outwards. Yeah. Which is something that I'm grateful for, being in the Polynesian family, which allows that privacy.
Right, like it teaches you humility, right?
Yeah, it does.
That we all have the same humble beginnings. We didn't have a flash upbringing. And so when you grow up, and now that we're here and we have our own room, oh, wait a minute, you're in my room.
You're on my bed.
But we get to be more grateful for privacy now because, we didn't have it when we were younger. Yeah. But I think now that we've touched on families and things about privacy, things that we like, things we don't like, a question that comes to mind is, do Polynesian families feel more connected, which you're talking about? Or do you feel like tradition has made it so that it feels like it's more controlling?
Yeah. I'll talk from my experience. With culture, I think I've kind of shied away from culture because of how it was the impact on my family. I think purely because I don't understand fully culture in itself. So I think it's become more of a thing that rather than me understanding, I'm staying away from it. I just only see the impact that it has on my family or has had in my family. I don't really see it I guess, of a way of, and it is, in a way, it is dividing because of the lack of understanding. But as I try to understand more and more about it, it gives me a better way of making more informed and as well as educated decision, knowing that this is a beautiful part of culture. It's not about this and that. It's about, being with family. It's about giving time. It's about, doing that service back to your family.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
I think there are sort of elements that feel connected and some other parts that are controlling. But I think it depends on the take of your leaders, your parents.
Right.
I think they determine that flow. Like, my family, speaking of my own experience,
Yeah.
My family were great in cultivating an environment where, we felt safe. Yeah. But sometimes me and my sister always joke around, right? Because sometimes we were scared to share our opinion because we know that a lecture is going to come.
Right.
We have family evening every Sunday, every Monday, and my dad would be renowned, right?
Right.
Everyone's finished their sharing time, and then my dad comes on there, and we're here for another 30 minutes getting told off. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, bro, most islanders would agree would rather take a hiding than a lecture.
Or permission.
Huh?
Like asking for permission. I'd rather do it than asking for permission, right? You never heard of it before?
Like prevent better to cure?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not your time. Like for that way, I think there's this connect when the respect kind of pushes your opinion aside.
Yeah.
Like that's why I feel sometimes Polynesian families, and I've seen like with other families, whatever the parent says goes, regardless of how the kid feels.
Right.
And oftentimes the parents are right in what they decide, but just emotionally connecting with their kids is what's being inhibited.
Right.
Although the parents know the right way, and parents do know a lot more than we do. Just even acknowledging our opinions would allow more comfort and emotional connection, which is what I felt. In the controlling sense, I didn't feel too controlled, to be honest. I'm more outspoken and I usually go against the grain.
Yeah, I can see you haven't been, you weren't controlled.
Okay.
I can see you.
Excuse me. This is trauma. It's a but like, now I've lost my track of thought, mate.
Sorry, keep going.
Pray. Okay. So now, like with controlling, I think it's more like, I feel like it's more on my sister's side. Like, I think islanders, we kind of treasure our sisters. Right? And we try and keep them in the house, until they're 25, 30. And so a lot of things that I was able to get away with, like as a young child, she would not. Like I'll be able to walk from school back home when I was like 6 or 7.
Right.
My sister couldn't walk home alone until she was probably like 12.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Which, I don't know if it's controlling or if my parents love her more than me.
I think they love them more than you. No, I think they loved you.
Now that I think about it.
You more than her.
They didn't care about. Nah, they did. But yeah, in saying that, I think that's my kind of answer to it.
Next question. What is our next question, my friend?
Oh, that's so smooth. I asked the last question, but anyway.
Sorry. The last question is success in Polynesian family measured too much by money and status?
Success. I think it has to stem by what Polynesians define as success. I think a lot of times families, like even employment-wise, like being successful as a man or a woman in a Western environment, to our parents, was just having a full-time job.
Right.
Yeah, like just having a steady paycheck to help pay the bills. That to a lot of parents was a lot because, our parents coming from cultures and islands where you could just spend money freely without consequences because you have the land already.
Right.
You already have groceries, resources over there that you grow your own produce and things like that. But then when you come to the Western country and you apply the same thing and give,
Yeah.
Yeah, we fall into debt and we get into cycles of more and more debt.
Yeah.
And so, because of that, I think our success standards were set very low. Like,
Yeah.
hey, as long as you got a good job, that we don't have to suffer and worry about not being able to pay for our next electricity
Yeah.
bill, I'm happy for you.
Right.
And so I think, yes, there is definitely a lean on money and wealth. I think we love to be proud of our culture,
Right.
and that extends towards the success of our kids or of our family.
Yeah.
But when that being proud becomes more of this kind of pridefulness that we talk
Yeah.
about in the Bible, where we lift up our chests instead of our hearts and love, that's when it kind of is deterred, and then we start comparing, which is what I feel is quite big in the Polynesian culture, is that we compare a lot. Like, oh, they got a bigger car, let me withdraw a loan, get a bigger car than them, you know?
Right.
And, like, comparing us to, like, my
Go on.
my 3XL shirt versus your 5XL. Like, I want to get a bigger one now. Yeah, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah. I think for me, it definitely has gotten out of hand for a lot of people. Like what you said, a lot of our people do look at other people and they compare themselves.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get this, let me get that. You have this, you have that. And because of that, a lot of our people are measuring success. Okay, you have so much money, you're successful that way. Because you have this much money, you're successful, right? But status as well. Yes, status I would challenge a little bit. I think in the Polynesian islands we always have status, comes with chief title, our parents, all that kind of stuff. Wait.
No, I was just thinking, you talk about status, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about The Rock when he wore
Lava Lava?
Yeah, Lava Lava, and he said, the more masculine you are, the better the skirt or something. You remember?
I haven't seen that one, but I have heard and see people's stories about it. But I don't know what he said about, the Lava Lava or the whaikanga that he wore. I think it's great. I don't know why people are talking crap about it. I mean,
that's not the answer you gave before. Why are you changing it? Dwayne The Rock Johnson, fake fan.
First of all, I met him. Okay, everybody, I met him. I took him around the Polynesian Cultural Center as one of his tour guides. I was able to spend time.
We met him. Why are you discounting me?
Right. No, but you came at me saying that I said what I said. No, I think it's a great way to promote not only Polynesian but as well as men. Right. I think when we look about what the women wear, it's always women wear the skirts. Certain clothing is only for the woman, but in Polynesian culture, it's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Way before even fabric was introduced to the islands of Polynesia. So for me, it's great. I love it. It's putting us in the map. It's putting the Polynesian culture. I wish he wore like a ta'uvala. That would be cool. But good thing he's not Tongan. So don't even.
Yeah, sure. But I think it brings up a good thing, because we talk about status and money, right? Mm-hmm. We love that for our own family.
Yeah.
But we always put other people down when they are chasing theirs.
That's true.
Like coming back to the comparison thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. We are like our own biggest haters.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I mean, you're a really big hater. You're just a hater, but now. But anyway, I feel like we are our own biggest haters. Like, when we see someone coming up, we think, "Well, you're being fia poko, fia kama mamafa. Oh, my Samoa, ready for you." Ready for the missus.
If anything, this guy's learning Samoan because his girlfriend is Samoan, so that's why he thinks.
Why are you mentioning it again, baby?
Anyways, keep going.
But that's what I think about status is, like, within our own families, good. When we see other people, we try to bring them down, which I don't know why, if we just have an inferiority complex.
Yeah. But
anyway, I digress. But I think what would be helpful is, for another question, is what's one thing Polynesian families do better than any other culture? Or what's something that you feel in your Polynesian family that you did or experienced that you think would be helpful for other families outside of Polynesia?
Yeah. That one, when I was looking at the question, I thought, man, one thing that they're really good at is service. I think regardless of of which islands of Polynesia you're from, we're always willing to give service, right?
Yeah.
We're always willing to serve other people. You know, I've experienced people, you know, walking by, hey, do you want some food? Do you want some water? Come on by. On the mission, I got to experience, you know, members that are Polynesian.
Yeah, Missy Tongan. Yeah.
Question. No, I don't think so.
Sure.
But a lot of people you just stop by and just give us food, give us money.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that would, I say, set us apart from other culture. Not saying that those other cultures don't do it, but I would say for us Polynesian, we do it a lot. And it's popular among the Polynesian as well. Even if we have the littlest of things, we always give.
Yeah.
And we rather see them, you know, succeed. We would rather see them be full and have all these things, and you know, than us. And I think that's the beauty of culture, or Polynesian culture, which when it comes to money and status that we spoke about, that's where it gets ugly.
Yeah, I would agree. I think becoming more serviceable and charitable is an admirable thing.
It is.
I think sometimes we expect it too, like when we go see other families.
Yeah.
Remember that time we went to Utah and we had no place to stay, and we were asking all these families, right?
Yeah.
Hey, can we stay? And then we serve these people, but you know, I think we expected them to be like us,
Right.
like be hospitable. But like, of course,
Yeah.
you know, and then pretty much the only people that looked after us were Polynesians.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Broadelows, man. Look after us.
Yes, from
But
Utah.
that just goes to show, like,
Yeah.
if everyone was just as willing to open their doors, right?
Yeah.
And I know that there's different things. It's a very unsafe world to be as open-hearted as we want to be.
Yeah.
But, like, I think Polynesians, they're so good at just setting that standard of just love everyone, man.
Yeah.
Give them the benefit of the doubt and help them as much as you can.
Yeah.
But one thing that I like about culture that we do well is respect.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have this moment, but I swear, if we see some people, right, and we look at them, we're like, man, that kid needs a hiding.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm paid.
What?
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. But like, you know what I mean? You see someone, you're like, bro, that guy needs a hiding because he's not all there, right? Or he's being rude to his parents, or like some things that we would never do to our parents or never do to anyone. You know, it's normal for other kids. And I think we teach respect by our customs. You know, we respect our leadership. We respect our parents' wishes. In the Tongan culture, whatever our parents say pretty much goes. Yeah. And we try our best to be respectful, you know, and sisters and women often, you know their duties. They're going to go, if we go to a big family reunion, they cook, you know, and the men will go and prepare the pigs and cut up the meat. We already know how we can commit ourselves because of the respect that we've gained during childhood. Yeah. I mean, in Samoa, right, you guys, the kids cook, or the men cook, right? And the boys start when they're really, really young.
Right.
And they cook for their parents and grandparents, and they have to eat first. And then once they're finished, then the kids can eat.
Yeah.
Teaching them, right, that giving to others gives you more of a beneficial feeling than it does just being inward.
Right.
And so I think that's something that the Polynesian culture could offer to others. And like, again, not saying that other people aren't like that, but I feel like we do it at a very unique level. Yeah. And if everyone did it, man, it would be such a good vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's awesome. I think thinking of Polynesian, one thing that we're good at, man, is those are some of the many things that we're good at. And I think we're being seen as being prideful or seen as other things because of how much we're doing it, and has we forgotten the meaning of culture, the meaning of respect, the meaning of love, or why we do it in the first place. So, and that's why I think culture is beautiful. And, you know, bringing in religion, I think religion has reminded us of how beautiful culture is. Yeah. That we don't just abandon culture, it goes hand in hand with religion. And I think the values that religion brings, and as well as to culture and vice versa, it really goes hand in hand in the way that who we're trying to become, who we're hoping to be moving forward. So I think our cultural identity as well as our religious identity is something that we both need to uphold. You know, we don't just take one or the other. I think it's a beauty that we find balance in both. And I see it across in any culture, not just Polynesian culture as well.
Yeah. I must say, religion plays a huge part in the islands.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah,
I feel like Tonga is probably about 95% or even 100% Christian.
yeah.
And so culture and religion to us are like intertwined, right? They kind of can't have one without the other. And that's where a lot of issues collide. But I think the beautiful thing is that I think religion is like the big umbrella for me. The umbrella, right? And all these cultures fall in underneath the umbrella. And as we embrace them uniquely together, they can balance. And I think that's the struggle that we're trying to address here is how, these values that we love in our Polynesian families, they all stem from the values of, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And what he taught. And if we can exemplify him in our decisions, we'll naturally become like a Polynesian family.
Yeah.
We'll naturally give. And we won't have the side effects of pridefulness, of the thief of joy, comparison.
Yeah.
And I think that's where religion comes in, is it sweeps through. In comes the good, out goes the bad. Yeah. And that's what I love. And hopefully you've been able to feel it through this discussion on families.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's sort of, our take into the Polynesian family, our own experiences, and every people and every Polynesian families is always different. There's a lot of similarity. Some of the things that we spoke about, respect as well as service. So some of the things that you'll find in many of the islands of Polynesia, but it's also different to many as well. So not comparing our experience with other people, but this is how we've experienced Polynesian family. I'll look into it as well. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much the end of our topic of family. We love our families, man. I'm grateful for my family. As to sort of end our podcast, bro, I'm grateful for my family. They've been there for me and helping me grow, learn, and they definitely have helped me to also, if I need to be corrected as well. So I'm grateful for my family. One thing you're grateful for your family, bro?
I'm thankful they corrected you because you don't listen to my corrections.
I have my family for that, so that's why.
You call me your brother. But.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I do love my family. They did such a great job. Mom and Dad, thank you so much for maintaining patience with my mouth. Whether it be the words I say or the food I eat, I love you guys. And all my siblings, thank you for pulling through all the way. Shout out to you guys.
Yes.
Man, Tongan family's way better than
Whoa, hold
families. But like you said, I echo, man, all families are beautiful. Not every family's perfect, but guess what's perfect? The Third Watch Podcast. Hey! See you guys next week.